Hi, chat. How are we all doing today? Whoa, Sans did a little thing there. I gotta get used to doing streams. At this angle, that's the wrong button. That's the completely wrong button. Anyway, pretend I went to this one. Pretend I was correct. How are we doing, chat? Good job on getting first, Lee. Your brain is broke? I almost said good job to that as well. That's not the correct response, but hey! Hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody's having as good of a day as you can. We are here doing an ArtFight stream, chat. I am excited to get into this. I have a really big attack planned, and I'm excited to tell you guys about it. I'm excited. I specifically made sure you were going to loop Sans. How dare you? I guess it's because, like, you did that little stop, start, stutter at the beginning. Anyway, we're doing ArtFight. We're gonna have a good time. We're gonna be silly, goofy. We're gonna be drawing. I have a really big mass attack planned that I'm excited to share with you and get more started on. I've done the planning for it. You know, I've gathered the characters for it. I've gotten like some thumbnail sketches down. My plan for this stream is to show you all of that, or at least like parts of it, you know, and like I'll explain what I need to explain, you know. The main goal is to use Clip Studio Paint's 3D model system to try and like make this possible, because I'm going to be drawing a lot of characters, and I ambitiously also want to do them with backgrounds as well as at certain angles that I'm really trying to push myself this year, I suppose, is what I got. I've only done 2 attacks so far this year. And aside from my long-running, now, I believe 3rd or 4th year of doing attacks on Lee, our beloved mod here, by drawing all of his characters as various Vocaloid songs. Aside from that, fourth. Well, I don't think I did the Vocaloid thing the first year, because technically, I believe the first year that you joined was also the year that I didn't do as much because I had a lot of life stuff happening at the time. So yeah, I was busy year 1. I was moving. There was things happening that it would take up the entire rest of the stream for me to explain. But yes. Aside from that, I feel like I'm probably gonna be doing just like less as a whole, but more quality. Well, that and revenges. I've gotten 1 attack, aside from the one that Lee has done. I'm just like, you know, aside from the one that Lee has done, I've gotten 1 attack on one of my OCs. I'm like, okay, I've planned out what I'm gonna do to get revenge for that one. And for anybody joining the stream who doesn't know what ArtFight is, let me explain that to you. Pretty much ArtFight is a yearly art event that happens in July, in which people are split up into 2 different teams. The theme of the teams changes every year. This year is fossils versus crystals. I'm on Team Fossils. And basically, you will draw other people's OCs, whether they be on the opposing team or a little bit of friendly fire, and that counts as an attack. And you can get revenge on that, etc., etc. You get points for them, and pretty much whoever has more points at the end wins, whichever team. What's up? I'm getting ready to draw. I guess I've done some drawing today, so I am warmed up. You lost the password to your ArtFight account? Oof. Aw, man. Damn, that sucks. I'm so sorry. But hey, You can... that's... My sympathies. My sympathies. Oh wait, I haven't done this yet. I haven't done the birthdays for today. What's today? Today's the 3rd. July 3rd. Pull up my big beautiful list of fictional character birthdays. Let's see here. And of course, chat. If anybody has any characters that were born on any of these days, as well as like, oh, if a movie came out, oh my goodness, hello, Haldo.
16 months up. 16 is the age you can start to buy alcohol, 16.5% and below, aka a lot of stuff.
What? 16? Wow. Wow. Oh boy. But if you know anything that happens on these days, that's cool. But hell yeah, thank you for subscribing, Haldo. Hell yeah. Okay, today's birthdays. Holy shit, that's a big one. I guess we get. Oh no, I was like, I'll go over to the media releases first. Oh, those are also big ones. So we got 3 big ones. So starting off, Back to the Future came out on this day. Many years ago. I don't have written down currently the year that came out. I don't know. And then the other media release, Terminator 2. So, 2 very big names there. The character is Homura Akemi from Madoka Magica. So that's fucking awesome. All 3 bangers. Many, many years ago, or in the future. Ooh! Says Ryuji Sakamoto's birthday from Persona 5, and it's also the 6th year anniversary of you being queer. Hell yeah! Yeah, the future was in 2015. I remember my dad talking about that. He was just like, whoa, look at this. And I was like, wow. Okay. I have no emotional stake in this. People were like, this is so cool. I'm like, I've only seen the first one. And I didn't really care that much about it, but this is a big day for a lot of people who aren't me, you know? The future was a decade ago. We're in the mega future. We're in the neo future. We're in the epic future. Future squared. But yes, the dates on screen are the days that we don't have any of for this year. If anybody has anything. July 6th is coming up. July 6th is coming up. I might have to go on a journey, a quest to find anything that happened on July 6th. But oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Don't ask how you know the anniversary of and you realized you low-key weren't straight. Just do. Hell yeah. I don't remember the day that I downloaded. I've told this story. It's funnier. It's always funny the less I explain it. I don't have the day that I downloaded Genshin Impact. Wait, happy 4th of July. May Trump become a firework and just fuck right off. It's not that day yet for us, but hell, I'll take it. I'll take it since I won't be streaming in 4th of July in my time zone. Hell yeah. I'm gonna be making an apple pie, and I fucking love apple pie, chat. You have no fucking clue how much I love apple pie. My roommates know this about me. They're just like, I'm too obsessed with it. Pie tomorrow. I can't start talking about it, or else this will be the entire stream is me being obsessed with pie. Like some sort of Dean Winchester type shit. That's how I gotta calm myself down. Aldo's just having a little Katy Perry concert. Okay, Sans. You gonna take a little break over here. And instead, I can also take this text off the screen. We can go over. I want to show you guys first, chat. Let's play some music here. Hello, Undertale OST. You guys come along with me here, over here, to the tablet. Welcome on over, chat. We have got... no, I don't need to do that. We've got over here this blank canvas. This is the canvas in which I just have been storing all of the reference images of the various characters I wanna draw. There's 29 on here. This is just for assorted random guys. This is the first attack I did of the year. I mentioned before my running gag of drawing Lee's characters as Vocaloid songs. This is Tavis, his D&D character, in the style of Igaku, or medicine. It is the... Teto is a Vocaloid now. I was about to be like, technically, I guess Utao. No. I believe it is the version, and my 100th attack, exactly. This was, overall, on my ArtFight tenure, this is my 100th attack. And then earlier today I finished up this one here. All of these characters are by ArtFight user Zimdraws, XIMDRAWS. These are their magical girl OCs. I did not check what Zim's pronouns were. Let me check over here. She, her, got it. Well, these are all of her little magical girl characters, and I had fun drawing this. I photographed myself in various poses for this, because I was truly like, I don't know. I guess technically I took a video of myself just like posing in various stuffs. She, her, or her, she. Well, her, she is a company. And I don't think that this person is a company. But we got these cuties over here. Got all these little cuties. Got little fun detail facts about this, because I like how they all turned out, and I really love their outfits. This water is from my blood splatter brush. These are, I believe, some default ones, and then this fire is made up of the, like, leaf brush. So if you look closely, these are, like, leaves. These are all just leaves. Another 2 liters of iced tea peach flavored tablets water. Oh boy. But I had a lot of fun drawing these. I always forget how much fun it is. How much simultaneously how annoying but also fun it is to do folds in fabric like these, you know? Like, it's fun. Like, this part of it, doing let me get like a bright red YouTube circle. This part of it is so much fun, and then you get to these parts here at the end, and it sucks, and suddenly everything is the worst, and you're in hell. That's what it's like drawing, like, these cute little skirts, you know? Like, I'm having a good time. Fuck this. Fuck these parts at the very end. You feel me, yeah. It's truly... These guys with the pleated underskirts as well, truly. I think they turned out a little bit better around the edges. I don't know if you guys can tell that I drew them from left to right. I feel like I did peak in the middle here, though. I think, and I'm glad, because the mane there. The safety shorts. Oh yeah, those were present in the original designs, and I found them very cute. I do have, if I pull up the, if I pull up the, actual one that has all the layers on it, over here, there were so many goddamn layers in this image. Yeah, you can see my layers over here. I got all of this shit. What was I looking for? Yes, here's the refs back here. These are the refs I was using here. I cropped them out of their reference sheets and I arranged them like, what are the good colors? So they have the little shorts. At least these two do. I think everybody else has either none or their skirts are longer enough that we don't see them. They're very adorable, and I like them. But bow. There's truly, the layers in here are incredible. But that's what I have done today. And those are the 2 attacks that I've done. What we're going to be doing today, chat, is absolutely huge. So here's my plan. Let me... yeah, this is the plan music. Here is my, my document in which I was making a bunch of notes. So pretty much, what the plan is a massive 4-part attack on, I believe, 17 characters to overdoing basically a Danganronpa chapter. I grabbed a bunch of different people's Danganronpa characters, and I've got my little plans and stuff and things. I got all of them over here, their reference images. The plan is all of my notes, all of my like, oh, these people left. These people's like left ArtFight aren't participating this year. I have to change the characters. These are my reference images for that. The plan is image 1. These are the thumbnail sketches I was talking about. Image 1. What did you just come in on? I'm laying out my massive attack plan. 17 characters, 4 images. This is the idea for image 1. These will all tell a story of a Danganronpa chapter, basically, is what I'm trying to do here. Funny enough, another stream you watch is rather often I was also doing ArtFight. Hell yeah! I mean, ArtFight's fun. Okay, there we are. Booba. But this one, for one, this is like, you know, they're just chilling out. Nothing bad is happening yet. We have everybody in here. This is the one that I most want to, like, as I mentioned at top of stream, I want to try and get some, like, 3D model stuff. Are there teams in ArtFight, or is it, or was it the theme fight one? There's 2 teams, Fossils and Crystals this year. You don't have to, like, abide by, like, oh, all your characters have to be fossil themed or whatever, or your attacks have to be like that. They're just, it's pretty much nothing. They're just, like, mascots, I suppose, you know? I suppose is how you would look at it. But the idea here is, what am I? I'm on Team Fossils. I'm a dog. I like bones. I like biting a bone. The idea for this one, they're all in a cafeteria. And this one here, the idea, I guess I can introduce you to some of these characters here. Well, this is all of them. This is all of them here. The idea for this person here would be Hayate. Now, I don't have written down currently, all of these people's usernames. I don't have them on hand currently. I would have to look back at ArtFight. I'll probably do that in a sec. This is going to be them. Actually, wait, I have that in my... over here. Hayate is by Quaking Aspen. So this is going to be Hayate here. They are the, like, ultimate motivational speaker, so I think that that's a good idea here. The ideas for the other ones here... my plans are... this would be Penny, who is a ultimate moral compass, and by... I've gotten used to most of their names, but not there. Okay, Kibo or Kebo. There we are. The idea for... Okay, I don't remember who's that one. I'll come back to it. Over here is Jet. Jet Centauri. I forget exactly what their talent is, but wait, once again, it's written down over here. Astronomer. I was like, it's something space themed, I remember. Jet by Naprona. Chillin' there. My other thoughts here are this character here, next to Hayate, would be Delilah Miracle, the former child star, I believe. Yeah, former child style by KD Bug. And my apologies to everyone whose username I am likely butchering. Or whose character's name I'm even butchering. They're also Team Fossil, hell yeah! Hell yeah. By our powers combined, bones. And then we have Irina here. Irina is the one who will be back here, next to Penny. And I have two images for Irina, because right here we got, like, full body ones here, and then mentioned in the description that the Dreads hairstyle is more common for the character, so I wanted the image of them with those, because they are also very adorable. There are a lot of adorable characters in these, because I'm drawn to them. They will be going through the horrors, because this is Danganronpa. And then the final character, the one over here with their feet up, is Kento. Ultimate Candy Kid. Now, I don't know whether he's the type of person to put his feet up there, but I'm like, I wanted somebody to be there, and I also want to show off, its shoes. Blue crystals from Breaking Bad. Oh no. You know that was rock candy? I heard that was rock candy. That's pretty awesome. If I were on the set of Breaking Bad and there was just all that rock candy there would not be any more meth anymore, because I would have eaten it all. Now I say that, I haven't had rock candy since I was like, I don't know, 7? So maybe, I'm sorry, 49? I haven't had any baby rock candy since I was like 49, so like, I don't know if, you think it would hold up? Yeah, I mean, like, it's just sugar. It's pretty much just, like, sugar and water. So, like, I remember, like, I'm 49? No. I'm, 150... God, I had a birthday recently. And by recently, I mean 2 months ago. 154. Okay, I did think correctly in my head. Okay. Very intense music here. Oh yes, and Irina is by Weepy Rose, and Kento is by Bright Knight. And that's the plan for this one. This is one that I'm definitely going to need 3D models for, I think. My ambition is a little strong, you know? The idea that I'm going to have to, like, draw a whole background is not lost on me. It's not lost on me. I'm not great with backgrounds, but I'm going to try. The concept of a human year being 7 dog years is incorrect. Well, it depends on the type of dog. It tends to be... For smaller dogs, it's about 5. For bigger dogs, it's about 7, is what I've always heard. And besides, I'm not a dog, I'm a cat dog. That's important. That is how it works for cat dog years to human years. Dog's aging is not linear compared to human. Yeah, but it's for ease of rounding so that people can put it into perspective, basically. So that they understand, like, oh, why is this thing acting like this? It's, you know, it's, well, if you do the math, it's math similar to this, you know? It's not exact math. It is exact math for a cat dog, though. And who are you gonna argue with here? I'm the cat dog expert. Thank you, Sans. Sans is backing me up. Anyway, image number 2. Once again, these are all really sketchy thumbnails. But this would be the body discovery. We got over here, the ideas are... Right here, this one in the doorway is Kenji. Ultimate, I believe, journalist. And Kenji is by Ren number 10. It's been a fun name to say in my head, and now I get to say it out loud. This one here, it's not clear what's happening here. If I pull up, this is Connie Pantomime. What's happening in this sketch is Dawn here. They're clutching Dawn to their chest and trying to, like, avert their eyes. But people need to remember the aging is not linear because people use that misunderstanding to excuse certain behavior in dogs that should be looked at. That is true. That is very true. It is important to remember that animals... I mean, humans are animals too, but it's important to be aware of that kind of thing, yeah. Over here, we have Moeko. Frankly adorable. A lot of the ones in this one are. For over here, we have Ume. Bao. What? There we are. Ume. This one in the foreground here is Yume. And the dead body in the middle here is Vivi. So those are these guys here. The idea is to hate those facts that are meant for children that are wrong because it's often that not explained correct way later in life. True. True. But yeah, we got these fun little guys. Fun little cuties. My idea for, like, this one is that this is sort of like a plushie or sewing room because a lot of these characters have plushie-based talents. Except for Kenji over here. My idea is that Kenji is sort of like the protagonist. Because look at this guy. Does this guy not have protagonist energy? Look at this guy. He just seems like Makoto stumbling into situations. Punk. But pink, not punk. I mean, pink can be punk. I mean, I'm of the belief that, like, Lolita is a form of punk, in my personal opinion. But yeah, because Connie is a ventriloquist. Moeko is, I believe, soft toy doctor. We have knitter. Are you a plush toy maker? Or no, quilter. And then Vivi is, like, I believe, mortician? Mortuary technician. So I'm like, hey, there's sewing in that, technically. But I think they were all trying to hang out. But, they walk in. Somebody has done a murder! Oh no! But obviously you can see here, the idea has a lot of, or, like, it's at an angle and make the corner of the room look like it was stitched together with the two walls. Maybe. I don't think I'm gonna be getting there today, but that's a fun little silly. As you can tell by the images up here, image 3 is of the trial. I don't have any sort of sketch here because it's just gonna be like the four, like, it's gonna be 4 of those little, little thingies here. And they're gonna, I want them to be sort of more angled like this, because I want there to be the little mascot character. You know, doing their little sillies over here. I may have to, like, change the dimensions of this. I just left these, like, my normal canvas size. And, you know, the little guys over here. The ideas here. The characters. This is our little mascot, Mono Molly. Little evil bunny. We have Aki, who is the ultimate lawyer, as said here. They just look like they're suffering so much, and I find that really amusing, and I really wanna draw this character suffering, you know? Then we have Tetora here, ultimate trucker. And we have Alexandra Strauss, ultimate bassoonist. And Katia Morales, ultimate babysitter, I believe babysitter, right? I've gotten a little more familiar with all of these guys. Where's Katia on here? Babysitter, there it is, yep. That was a beer belly, hell yeah. Yee. And then, as you can see here, for this final one, I want it to be like the final accusation. Oh shit, spoilers as to who did the murder. But just, you know, everybody else shocked reaction. Kenchi is over here doing like the final, you know, big ace attorney pose. Makoto and the like also do that. Penny over here being like, ah no, I've been called out. Looks like a wasp trying to give you a hug. I don't really see that, but alright. Okay. So what we're going to be doing... I guess you can just make this a little transparent. Middle triangle is the face? Whoops. Whoops. I'm good at clicking on all the right images. If you can see it, then you can see it, I guess. Okay, what we're gonna be doing is a lot of struggle. Oh my god, I've not seen these before. The little backflip image here. Okay, we have like a couple like already sitting. If I bring this in here... Why is this like sort of slutty? What's happening? Whoa, 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 whoa! Okay, so I've never tried doing that before, and now I've learned about, like, I guess, FOV. Whoa! That's really funny. I can't believe I've never done that before. I'm sure there's gotta be other ones of people sitting. Yeah, we got this. Oh! Wow, 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 ba, 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 ba. I'm gonna get distracted a lot doing that, to be blunt. Oh no, that was all- okay, we're just deleting that layer then. Let's see here, pose. Okay, maybe I should I'm gonna make this a little bigger for... Oh no, wait, I have it set so that I can't move them left and right, which is normally helpful, admittedly. Character? Oh no. Hell no. Okay, entire body. There we are. The images that we have here... Wanna know a fun idea? Give it. What are some fun images we have? Damn, just like me for real. Eat a meal. This is just called Eat a Meal. Make the final stand the winning lawyer, do the finger hole thing under the waist belt. Oh, okay. Maybe. Okay. I mean, like, this isn't bad. Okay, I need to look for, there's gotta be, right? There's gotta be, like, tables. Right? There's gotta be, like, a table asset, you know? There's the cube. There's the cube. If all else fails, we can manipulate the cube. Whoa, the cube! I'm normal about the cube. Is this music too intense for this? I don't know how loud it is for y'all. Okay, my headphones have been louder than I normally put them when I'm streaming. That's why it's been crazy for me. Now, I can technically grab one of these, like, huge rooms, you know? Okay, those are bodies. What is this? Oh, I have to fully download that from the cloud. Okay, I don't care about that enough. I don't know what these are, and I'm curious about them, but they're not relevant to me at the moment, I suppose. Okay, this is small objects here. I need a 3D object. I feel like that's a setup for something, but yes. We can have a mop. What am I doing here? If I do this, what's gonna happen? That's what I figured. Why am I not logged in? I swear to God. Why does this always happen to me? Why do I always get logged out? Type of file is a 3D object? Why does that scare me that you're asking? I don't know. Comic magazine, ballpoint pen. We have, like, school chairs. Do we have, like... You could make me a table. I appreciate that. Oh my god, the gun! I've used that gun model before. Okay. Because we do have these really big ones here. I'm like, do we have a, like, cafeteria? We have classrooms. We have a park, and we have an outside of a school. Oh, so put Blender down. Okay, let's look at Clubroom Liberal Arts. I want to look at Clubroom Liberal Arts. I have to download this. Is it downloading? There it is. Okay. We're in an okay, I don't know where I am. Okay, there we go. Okay. Where is the move the camera thing? Forward? Okay. I feel like I'm in, like, the Sims 4 camera thing. Whenever, like, I'm taking a photo in The Sims and everything goes wrong. Okay, so yeah, this is definitely not similar to a cafeteria. In fact, I'm not allowed to move any of these objects. Now, there is a table in here. And I would love just this table, you know? I would love to grab that table and move it somewhere else. However, I cannot. I am denied the table. Also, those are 2 tables, yeah. Table. Like, I guess I could technically pull up the asset store, but, like, that's... Like, we have a school desk. Well, we guess we can just use people here. I'm gonna get so distracted by everything in this, you know? I guess I did say when all else fails, we do have the cube. If nobody else got me, I know the cube got me, you know? Okay, let's move all that out of the way. There's the cube buttons. Trying to open the folder that holds the 3D objects. I do not know how to do that. It's gonna be mostly like a flat thing here. I also want this cube on a lower layer than that. Shrink the cube. I do not understand the cube, to be blunt. I've gotten confused by the cube. You want to throw a table at me, but you can't because you don't know what type of file it needs to be? Whoops! That's the wrong thing. I mean, I'm using Clip Studio Paint. I'm sure if you looked up, like, Clip Studio Paint 3D models, it might tell you. Ba-ba-bum. I don't know where that folder is located. I don't even know what types of files these can be, you know? Show detail information of the material? No, that is the detail information. Show property? This is cube. Select file? No, it's just asking if I want to change the thumbnail of it. Okay. Maybe I give up on the table. Oh man. I remember I saved at one point. I never downloaded it. There was a good wheelchair asset that I found. But I never downloaded it. Do I still have it saved somewhere on here? Okay. I'm going to have to scroll for a while, chat. Because, I don't see it on here. I remember I saved it to my Tumblr drafts. It wasn't there on my blog, so I have to go to my alt's blog, and my alt has over, almost 800 drafts. So I'm just gonna scroll for a little bit. I'll let you guys know if I see anything particularly funny. That's just a screenshot of Columbo. I don't know why I have that in my drafts. Those are some good art reference images. I don't know why I have Stacy's dad in my drafts. I've seen that already quite a few times. Let's see here. That is an ad for a video game that I already put on my Steam list, my Steam wish list, so I don't need to have that draft here. Okay. That's a list of good elbows and wrist stretches for your arm. Ha 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 ha. I found it. They are by Tumblr user Cyborg, CY Cyborg. CY-cyborg. Okay. Give me a second here, chat. I gotta download some fucking files. How do I... God, it's been so long since I moved an asset into... Yeah, if I get a virus from this download, that would be crazy, to be completely blunt. Okay. Extract everything from that zip file. I guess this counts as small objects. Can I just move this entire folder onto here? No. They have a readme. Hi, thanks for downloading this pack. Yeah, they have various social medias. Okay, I can't, look, you have a lot of things in your readme. I can't read all of them right now. Isn't it just I click and drag? It's been so long. Wait, show all the materials in the folder. What do you mean by that? Okay, whatever. Somebody help me. Do I need a round or square table? I think I went past a table or two. There's a laptop there. There's technically a school desk. There's a sandwich. I mean, here, I have... This is the table I'm basing it on. Is this big, sort of long one here, but slightly less long. Like this, but cut in half. There's gonna be 2 of them. That's the base. Now I need to look up how to put 3D object in Clip Studio Paint. Aren't you guys glad that I'm live doing this? And that I'm not, like, researching this in my own time? I truly thought... I was so sure that there would be a table in here, you know? I was so sure that there would just be a table. Because it seems like a pretty normal thing. No, but, like, how do I... There we go, importing 3D files. That's not what I'm talking about. I don't... It's telling me how to drag it from over here onto there. Create a material folder. Well, that's the asset store. How I move thing. Do I have to go into my actual files? I might have to go into my actual files. No table manners, yeah. Okay. Clip Studio Paint. Where is it located on my thing here? Now that's my art. Where do I have the files for Clip Studio saved? It's somewhere around here. Ah, the Temmie song is playing. Maybe fuck it, we'll do it live. I don't know. I don't know. I really... Do I just... Maybe I'm just raw dogging it. I don't fucking know, dude. How does perspective work? How does perspective work? Because I want it to be sort of like... I don't want it to look, like, entirely flat, you know? So it gotta be, I guess, like here. Or it could be like here. You know, it's gotta be. There's the horizon. Fucking table or whatever the shit. Every day I wake up and I suffer. Table. Fucking table. That's a table, baby. You see the table legs? Well, it's this one in the middle, so it's fucked up. So it's like one big solid leg. It looks like this guy is like in two like this. But since it's, you could just do one of those since I'm gonna do two tables. Two smaller tables. Now you see here, so you can do that quick. See, hold on, the problem is, when you make this, I don't know how to put it into my program. I downloaded these wheelchairs and I don't know how to move them into here. I'm lost. I'm stuck. So, I'm very pretty. Oh, thank you very much. And who am I fighting? I'm doing a mass attack. I'm doing a big... I'm struggling. I'm struggling because I decided to go big or go home, and I'm doing a fucking big one. Like, why did I decide, you know, total of 17 characters, drawing each of them twice over the course of 4 images. And I'm like, I'm already doing that. Why did I decide to add a background and perspective into this? Why did I decide to do this to myself? It's day 3 of ArtFight and I'm already like, oh god, oh god, oh god. I don't know how to draw a normal background. You guys can look at the things I've done before. I'm trying. I'm trying. Who do I think I am? Julius Ravi? Ah! I wish I had her skills. I wish I did. I wish I could comprehend. Can you see some of my finished art? Okay. Here, let me pull up. I can pull up one of the attacks that I finished earlier today. This is the one, I started this one yesterday and I finished it this morning. All of these characters by Zim Draws. It's the person who made all of these characters and then I drew them. Lots of little guys. Lots of cuties. You wanna eat it? Aw, thank you. I'm over here making stupid decisions, trying to comprehend how tables work. It looks fruit flavored. Yeah! I did color pick from the original images because the colors were very good. I love the colors that they chose. I'm like, damn, I don't gotta change this shit. Like, okay, if I comprehended literally anything about perspective, you know? I know that we have perspective rulers in Clip Studio. I have no fucking clue how these work. I've tried a couple times. I cannot comprehend them. You know? It's like, maybe I just draw this guy real quick. Maybe I start sketching this guy here. Let's pull up the ref. Like, you're just a normal looking dude, right? You're just a normal person. They look normal. Everything's normal. Like, I need to remember to put things on the right because I cover the left a little bit. It helps if you're on, like, an actual brush and not the move tool. can't exactly draw with the move tool. That is something only pro artists know this. This character is an ultimate motivational speaker, so I want them to be given a big ol' rousing speech. And be like, yeah, we can all put our... Now there's a reason that I'm not the ultimate motivational speaker. Like, we can put our powers combined, we can do anything. By the power of friendship. I don't know what motivational speakers do. They came to my school and I would be like, this is the most boring thing I've ever heard. Every single one of them would be talking about how they used to do drugs, and I'm just like, god damn. Every single one of you? I don't really... Like, I'm sorry that happened. Your words are lost on me. They pulled me out of class for this. I'm going to be listening to music on my earbuds that I have strategically hidden. This is before AirPods were a thing. You know? So what you do is you wear a hoodie, and if your hair is long enough, you put the earbuds down through, you put the wire through underneath your hoodie, and if your hair is long enough, it covers the wire going into your ears. That's my strat. Now I'm a dedicated headphones person. Harder to hide headphones. This is nothing. This is nothing. This is nothing. Now, granted, I don't know what kind of poses motivational speakers make. How do motivational speakers give speeches? Like a big ol'... Well, this is, like, sort of anime, you know? Like, I know anime. I know, like, a big, cool pose. I can do one of those. I've seen an anime or two. I've seen a person talk about the power of friendship. I know I keep stopping and starting. Starting and stopping is how that is the order that those normally go through. Okay, what if, like... Why do I keep doing this? You made a table for me? I appreciate that so much. I have no idea how to put it into here. If I take a quick break to look for how to put table in. Why am I trying to do foreshortening on a hand? Why am I trying to do foreshortening perspective on a hand? Why? I was like, what if, like, one hand slapped on the table and it's like, yeah, you know? I love life. You gotta love living. What? I don't know what motivational speakers talk about. I don't know how many times I need to clarify that. I'm like, whoa, Kristen Appleby's Fantasy High? I don't think those really counted. I like, yeah. I don't fucking know. Alright, chat. Ads are just about to start. If anybody needs to take a break, now is a great time to do so. We do 3 minutes of ads once every hour here on this channel. So if you need to take a break, mandatory self-care check-in. If you need to go to the bathroom, if you need to get something to drink, if you need to get a snack, if you need to save your files, here's a reminder to save your files. Also, to fix your posture, to stretch your wrists, stretch your back. Make sure you're all good. Unclench your jaw. Have you taken your meds today? Do you need to take your meds? Check in on yourself. Make sure you're doing everything that you need. I'm probably going to be spending this ad break trying to figure out how to import files into Clip Studio Paint. I'm gonna be doing that. Let's see if we can figure this shit out. I guess, do I just Google this? I don't know what I'm doing. Because when I look up how to put 3D objects into Clip Studio Paint, all it's telling me is how to like move them from this into there. Check pics. Why can't I open Discord? What the hell? I can't... Okay, so for some reason I cannot control anything that's happening on my left screen, on my left monitor. So that's fun. If I... Yeah, okay, I also can't click Discord over here. Nor can I open up, Streamlabs. Well, I'm glad that I have a button on my Stream Deck in case that issue does not resolve itself by the time it comes to stream end, because I do have a stream end hotkey. That is, never been more grateful for that. Okay, let's see here. Okay, file menu, import, 3D data, bam. Oh, my computer is whirring. Huh! A wheelchair! It's a wheelchair, chat! Oh, I've rotated the axis. Oh, okay. Let's do a quick, because I already have their wheelchairs right here. I'll download what you made, Haldo. Actually, I am not allowed to, because I can't. Okay, I'm going into big screen real quick. I need to, Control-Alt-Delete. Okay, that did fix everything! Yippee! I didn't even need to close anything. I love whenever, like, you just hit Control-Alt-Delete and then whatever bad thing was happening gets scared. I'm gonna see if the size you picked works. Let's find out. Ba-bow. Whoops, wrong button. Import 3D data. Whoa. It helps if I can comprehend. Okay, there I am. That's the buttons that I'm pushing. Whee! Whee! Okay, this would be easier if I didn't have the wheelchair in. If I put this in without the wheelchair, because I already woogled the wheelchair. Let me try again without that there. There we go, that makes more sense, doesn't it? There we go, that's a table. That's a table. That's the curse of the wheelchair. It's like a pharaoh's curse. What type is the wheelchair? There's 2 characters with wheelchairs, so I'm going to look at them. I'm still in big screen? Oh, okay. Whoops, sorry. Display tablet. There we are. Here's the table, rotating it. Whee! 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 There is a table. Let me turn off the table real quick. Let's look at... Okay, well, first of all, here we have Jet. This is Jet's chair. And I believe Moeko didn't have, like, a full body image of the wheelchair that... Pronouns. She has. So for her, maybe I can just use the same one that Jet has. That is so small on there. For reference, that table is 85 centimeters tall. Well, I mean, I can, like, zoom in and out on it. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, wow, wow. It also helps if I have the correct... That's the correct one. 33.5 inches. Wee! Woo! Wee! Woo! Alright, let me quickly check here. Let's look at the various wheelchairs. This is wheelchair 1. If it loads. There's wheelchair 1. You know, any changes to the table? I don't think so. I think that's gonna work out really well. Thank you very much, Haldo. This is wheelchair 1. I mean, that's sort of close to what we need, right? Let's look at Jet. I mean, yeah, pretty standard here. Let's look at the other ones as well. Just in case, just in case. Import 3D data. Wheelchair number 2. Here we have... This is an off-road wheelchair. And once again, these are all by CY-Cyborg. Cyborg. Good deal. Cool. Remove the T and Y and they become Michael Jackson. Hee hee. Those are the pronouns of a clown. Hee 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 hee. Ah, so this one, yes, I was just looking for differences and seeing various ones. Alright. That's 1 and 2. There's 3 more wheelchairs. I wanna look at all of them before I make my decision. This is labeled children's wheelchair. Now... Aha! That's what they look like. I was like, I've looked at reference for various wheelchairs before. I've never looked at a children's one. That's neat. That's neat. I like the covers so that the spokes like aren't out there. It's a neat shape, yeah. It's like the spokes are on the inside, but like the covers are like blocking them off. I suppose, is that like that on? No, it's not like that. I was like, if it was on the other ones, I didn't notice. But it's definitely not one that we're going to be using for this, but that's cool to have. Need to put Sonic rolling on the side of children's wheelchairs. That should be a part of the, shit, I forget the, term for it. The, like, the code that you have to abide by in order for something to be ADA compliant? Is that the correct term? Yeah. Now, this was labeled hospital? Yes. Oh, this was, yeah, old-style hospital wheelchair. We're definitely not using this one, because these are both active wheelchair users. And unless you're temporarily using one in a hospital, or you can't afford a better one, I suppose, you're probably not going to be using one of these for everyday life. Not great for ya. And then this one is labeled Smart Drive? Ooh. That's cool. It's got that little third guy back there, huh? I suppose, I don't know if that's... I don't know what that's for. That's cool. Download the wheelchair for Xavier from X-Men. What if I use the fucking... 1 second. Yeah, I was about to say the car chair. Because I know, Holdo, that you likely mean the one from the movie, which admittedly... Oh, I know, I want the one with... Hey, come on. Show me a better image of it. Fine, I'll use the James McAvoy Professor X. Fuck you. Like, where how it has, like, the X wheels. That's probably what you mean. However... I'm always thinking, where's a full body image of him? Okay, why is his color so fucked up there? Where is his stupid car? Why can't I find a good image of his stupid car? Okay, yeah, here it is. This isn't from the animated show, but... Look at this shit! Look at his There he is. That is goated. It's literally like a hovering. This is what he uses in the animated show. It's so funny. There are no wheels. Yeah, I guess it's a hover chair, not a wheelchair. It's a hover chair. God, his stupid fucking... Honestly, I feel like if somebody else had this chair, I'd be like, oh, that's cool. But because it's Charles Xavier, I'm like, this guy in his stupid fucking chair. What's the name of the cool guy from the X-Men who has a wheelchair? What's the name of that cool guy? One of the younger mutants. Similar powers to Forge. The wheelchair is red. What's up, Haldo? I know that it's red. Similar powers to Forge. I believe that they're Japanese. I believe Asian. You know not who I know? Fine, okay. X-Man, wheelchair, mutant, red. Red one. Why is fucking Azazel showing up? I'm sorry, Azazel. You are not in a wheelchair. Get the fuck out of here. Why is Azazel? I was fully prepared for all of the Charles Xaviers to show up. Japanese? WizKid! WizKid! Taki Matsuya. Or Takashi. Why did it show me a version from a different universe first? Takashi Matsuya, WizKid. Suggestions now? Oh boy. Professor X skateboarding. Oh boy. Is this... What the... Oh my god, his drift! Yeah, okay, so this is Multiverse of Madness. I was gonna ask if it was that, and then I saw John Krasinski. Now I'm sure that that's real and actually happens I almost said in the show. In the movie. Fucking Azazel, yeah. I mean, I believe that wheelchair is probably based off of this one. I think that's his, like, yellow one. So kind of the car chair, yeah. It was the movie version of Azazel, which was really funny for me. But yes, the guy I was thinking of is WizKid. Who, here's the image of WizKid. I believe he has, but I'm not sure. Yes, I'm seeing a he and him referred to here. But yes, I'm like, this is a character I don't know. This could be a lesbian. I don't know. I've only ever seen him in like one comic, okay? And I'd heard of him vaguely beforehand, because I was like, that seems cool. You know? Oh my god, look at this fucking... this old image of him. Look at this guy. Takashi? God, I love old comics. That guy thinks drinking gamer subs makes him cool. Truly, name a bigger glow up, you know? Name a bigger glow up. Be careful who you call ugly in middle school. Look at this shit. How old is this character? How old are you? Your lines. Yeah, of course you have Krakoan nationality. You're a mutant. Come on. It's fucking redundant. Okay, I don't know anything. It doesn't say. Whatever, your lines. You're drawn to be hot. The old version thinks drinking soy milk makes him cool. Yeah, this guy seems cool. I should maybe look into him more. I just like his design. Now granted, as soon as I see a character wearing black and red, oh baby, I'm like, hell yeah! I'm like, oh, I'm all about this shit. Alright, anyway, of these chairs, I don't think I'm gonna be using that smart chair because I don't understand its use. Now, this one over here is labeled for off-road usage, so I suppose we're gonna be going for this one over here. Unless I want to give them both it, but I mean, Astronomer and Plush Toy Doctor. Plush Toy Doctor, everyone of every profession is allowed to go outside, and I'm not going to say about that. You found- hey! Hell yeah! Get in there! You're all about red and white. No reason at all. Sorry, I have to make this joke. I have to make this joke. I do not support the actions of the American government. Add blue in there, baby! 4th of July! US! You know, early on in my life, I always found it funny to be ironically patriotic for July 4th. Oh boy, it's been difficult to do that with even any bit of irony since about 2016. For no reason in particular. I already got blue. It's the blood of the royal family. Oh boy. Okay, I do like the V's. This jet, we don't have... I guess I can pull up... Good shit on no cultural heritage. Let me pull up the bookmark of this character. Are there any other images of Jet? Or is it just this one? So I don't know whether there's handles on the wheelchair. What team am I on? I'm on Team Fossils. I'm a fossil. I like bones. I'm a dog. I bite the bones. I think I'll go with the left one because the other one is off-road and they're probably going to be indoors mostly. So we're doing that one. We looked at 5, and so now I'm just like, I'm going with number 1. I'm gonna just fully re-import it from the beginning. So we are enemies. You're in an alliance with Lee here, though. Alright, all of this to get this fucking wheelchair. Okay. We're gonna rotate, because it's gonna be from behind is why I wanted a ref. So that's definitely not that. Oh yes, thank you, Lee. Okay. But yes, I'm moving the camera here. I do link to Lee's account on my profile, that is true. It's in my description. And also friendly fire, if anyone should wish. Okay, I guess we just have this here. Leave it like this. Now we get this table. We Google the table. Okay, let's re-import the table. I wonder if I do it like this, will it... That is edit, not import. Import 3D data. Mack attack table. Where did the table go? Facing the same problems as I did previously. There is the table. Everything is normal. Everything is normal. Okay, I'm just gonna do a lot of undoing. Aha, it spawned out there. So I don't know how that happened. How did you forget that I made Art of Pep? Hee. Why do you dig their design so much? Well, I don't know. That guy's an asshole. Whoa, whoa, whoa! I clicked on the wrong thing! Whoa, 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 whoa. That's the correct thing. Whoa! I accidentally hit the scroll wheel. As you can tell, I definitely use the 3D objects in Clip Studio often, and I'm great at using them. 5-minute table jump scare. Okay, zoom in on the table here. Get closer to the table. Don't be scared of the table. There's the button. That's the button that I want. You don't have to be scared of the table. The table is friendly. Don't worry about it. The table isn't mean. It won't bite you. Okay, so that only moves. Can I merge these two layers? Yes, but now I cannot treat them like 3D objects anymore. Alright. I mean... okay. I gave the table teeth. Shit. No, I don't want to get bit by table. Is table rabies? Tabies? Like, okay. Let me even turn that off here. I'm like, does that chair look like it's look like it's in front of the table? Yes, because I also need normal chairs. By normal, I mean ones that aren't gonna be moving around. The hell is this? Okay, these are... oh yes, these are flat objects. I was like, what the fuck is... Mob Boy Front, you know? This will be my most used emote. If you remove it, it'll find you in step. Oh fuck, I knocked off. You would not be the first person to give me a straw, then, unfortunately. I still have on my table the straw that was mailed to me by Buttons and Lev. Now, granted, they were mailing one of my roommates something, and so it was a bonus. It wasn't just that. However, it would have been really funny. I believe I mean tube. If you write the word tube on a straw, that doesn't necessarily make it tube. Yeah, they are those, like, shitty school chairs. Great. Okay, so this is on the same plane as the wheelchair. Let's rotate this object. Okay. Okay. This is scary. What the? What does this button do? I don't know. Ah! What happened to the tube? The straw? I have it on my desk. I just have it on my desk staring at me. How do I move this? Oh god. Everything is happening to this chair. Please, chair. I just want to move you like a couple inches towards the camera. Did that do it? Oh my goodness. Right, no, not the scroll wheel. Okay. Ah! Ah! This is straw, the blood will spray out. This is this glass, it'll easily break, potentially causing more damage. Furthermore, I can take them with me throughout the teams. I'll see you late, glass. Whoa. I mean, I can't be upset about a plan, like a plan that was made perfectly, you know? You spin me right round, baby, right round, like a chair, baby, right round, round, round. How the fuck do I move this chair closer to me? I want this chair to be slightly bigger. Is this- oh my god, there we go. There we go, baby! The chair is slightly bigger. Yeah, I'll be fine. I'm not gonna remove that emote. In fact, how many more slots do I have? I know I have more emote slots. Let me check. 3 normal, 4 animated. So, potentially even more little guys. I should make glass grenades to invent a new war crime. New war crime just dropped. Oh my god, everybody. 3 cheers for war crimes. Ah, ah, ah. Pasta water, that I can do. And as art streams go, that also doubles. Or I guess triples, because that is both posture and water. It also doubles as a save button, so I've saved the file. So we have 2 chairs at a table. What did I do? Look, I'm gonna have to make a second table. I'm gonna have to copy this table and paste this table. And we're gonna move the table. It's gonna be further away from the camera. Rotate it. Oh god, oh god. Oh god, oh fuck, I'm scared, I'm scared, I'm scared, I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm crying. I'm screaming. I'm shivering and shaking. I am... Table 2.0? Oh my god, how could I forget? I have a table curse upon me. How could I fucking forget about my table curse from The Sims? It's been so long, my hubris. I was cursed by a table years ago. How could I forget? It was a blessing in disguise, the fact that Clip Studio didn't have a table. We were tampering with fate. We were tampering with things that should not have been tampered with. Does that mean you did a Demon's Works? Mayhaps. I think the tables look as normal as I can make them. I think they're reasonably table-shaped, and I honestly don't think I'm going to worry about them more. You're here, but result of Tube Smackdog. Why are all the Tube Defenders coming out? Why are all the Tube Defenders showing up the moment I mention a fucking tube? Suing Satan for loss of profit and wage theft. Based. Unionize against Satan. I need to put in more chairs. Okay, let's look at my sketch here. My very detailed sketch here. If we all take a moment to look at this. Technically, we're not even really gonna see the other chairs, right? Because the other two will be here and there's people sitting in them. There's a part of me that's saying that having a chair right here is good. There's another part of me saying, if I have to look at another 3D model, I will explode. However, I already know I'm going to have to use more 3D models because I want to position the characters in this space. I'm normal. More chair. I will return to the chairs when I damn well please. Now, I don't know what it is about these tables, but they do not like playing with the chairs. So when I move the camera on the chairs, the tables still remain. Now, I don't know what it is you would need to do to fix that, Haldo. That's whatever. Basically, what this means is that I'm going to move these people. And I'm going to be... I would like to stick from this here. What type of files are the other objects? They looked the same as yours, honestly. Yeah, they're... The ones from the wheelchair are also .obj, and yours seems to also be .obj, so... Wow, well... Maybe it's just the table curse. I guess... If one of the mods would pull up my main YouTube channel and grab the table clip, by the way... For anybody who doesn't know about the table curse. Because I realize I'm saying things that make no sense to people who weren't here years ago during the 100 Baby Challenge. Could be there's more information because those files are made specifically for the program. Could be. But whatever. Okay. Let me get a human. Let me grab a human here. We're gonna need various humans. Thank you, Artificer. Full table video. Looking for the clip. I don't know how long it'll... Well, if you go to my main channel, Artificer, I did post just that. So you don't have to look at the VOD. I believe that I posted the table. I believe I have the table, the nannies, and the Not Magic 8 Ball, but the orb. I believe those are the clips that I have on my main channel. Clumsy fall. Let's see here. Just like, where's a good sit pose that we can just like start from here? Thank you, Artificer! Here we have sitting 3. Look at this guy. Why you posed like that, bud? Why are you just so... Some Kiyotaka Ishimaru ass sitting. Sometimes you just grab them and you gotta wiggle them, you know? Okay, what's a good sit pose? What's a good sit pose? Well, this one's like... Why is this one so, like, demure? That is the wrong angle that I wanted to rotate that object at. That is the entire canvas. Well, I mean, this is how I feel. I relate to this strongly. Kiyotaka Shimaru mentioned, yeah. What is this? Whoops. What is this? This is just labeled turn around. It's spooky. There's the- oh shit! He got so far away! There we are. Just sort of like slightly turning. I guess that's not that bad. I mean, if I take this and I move it back there, it doesn't need to be all the way back there. Social distance, you don't need to do that that much. You know, you can, oh god, oh fuck. Every day I wake up. Or I guess this guy should be on, a layer back here, you know? You're so little. Whoa! That wasn't a challenge to get even more little. I'm thinking like that. And I'm just like, if I move your arms maybe a little. I think we have our first person. Bye. Good night, Haldo. God damn it, I want them to be... So it looks like I actually placed the table. Yeah. Oh my god! Oh my god! Ah! 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 Anybody who, like, reliably uses these models in Clip Studio Paint, you are a wizard of some sort, I believe, you know? Nobody can do this in, like, a natural way. Nobody can do this normally. I'm like, I gotta keep in mind that there's gonna be a full person here, so I don't want this person to be... Okay. I mean, maybe I can just draw on this. Maybe this is enough, you know? It's like, maybe... Let's put all of these guys in a folder. It's like, if I did this... Like, I'm capable of just drawing a person here, right? I'm capable of just being like, hey, it's me, a person. Sometimes you have to cut some corners. I think that's the most important part of doing a mass attack, of doing a lot of art fights, anything like that. It's a lesson that any animator, any comic artist knows. If you gotta make a lot of things, you have to cut some corners. You gotta know when to do it. Goodbye, War Dog. I hope you have a good day. This is normal. Look, this is the shit that I needed the models for. I can draw people. I can, if I need to, I can take photos of myself in real life and use those as reference. That's what I did when I was drawing this, you know? That's what that is. I don't have to worry about that anymore. We have that's image 1. I have more images I need to do. That's image 1 out of 4. My title for the stream having that little mischievous 3 emote. Bit too confident. Bit too confident to be blunt. I truly, how do rooms work? See, the thing is, chat, is I did have an idea for, like, a little bit of this room. I'm like, I don't want it to be fully blank. That's not how rooms work, but my idea was to put a table over here. My idea was for a table. That's... But I'm struck by the curse. Said do it, coward. I think I need to take a brain break from that. Let's work on a different thing for a little bit. See, that's why I decided to, like, get all this done at the beginning of the year, of the ArtFight, you know? I have this character over here. I got attacked by this person. Let me double check your username, person who attacked me earlier. I have also gotten attacked right now. I just got attacked right now. Oh shit. Oh my god! Yeah! I got revenged by Zim Draws! Oh my god, Yo! Holy shit. I drew my girl! I drew my girl! Yo! Hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. I will leave them a comment in a bit. I'm on a mission. I'm on a mission. And that mission I've already forgotten because I got distracted. Right, I was checking the name of the person who attacked me. Cloud's Eternity. This is my other. They attacked me. Wow, 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 wow. Good art. And I guess I can also show off here the art that Lee did. The first attack I got. Look at that! Look at that! That's fucking me! Look at me! I'm awesome! Yeah, it looks so cool. Look at that fucking thing. I know that dog in real life. That thing truly captured perfectly. If anything, too many thoughts in this guy's head. Truly beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Anyway. Cloud's Eternity. Let me look at the description for this character because I truly got attacked this morning, so I don't... Let's see here. Got it. Oh, he has a twin brother. Is the twin brother also on here? No. Sometimes people are like that, and I understand. I truly am. But I took some photos of me, and then I got a little reference. Sometimes you just gotta get reference. So these are my this is what I did exactly the same for the this. So let's get some posing. Let's get posing. It's truly, it's like, if you don't want to look for a very specific pose online, do it yourself, coward. You want to be a weird little clown thing. Ba-ba-ba. It's like... chest is sort of like exactly horizontal. Oh, like this. Little weird thing. And I feel like... look at this silly. I feel like I can really push it a little bit here, you know? Make him more... and, yeah, wearing heels. A little bit like that. Silly little pose. A little... I'm gonna rotate the head a bit more, get it like... wah wah wah. Absolute silly goofy guy. Big little hand motion up here. Just like as a treat, a big silly pose. I'm working more on posing, I think, now. I feel like my poses have been pretty stiff lately. So that's a backup goal for me. You know? ArtFight I just treat like big art practice. I mean, that's what it is, basically. It's an excuse to draw things you don't normally draw and to have fun. Have fun and be yourself. You know? Yeah, you do have like the big classic like white Mickey ass glove type shit. I mean, this is sketch 1. I do 2 sketch. What's your face shape? It's more round. Excellent, there we go. That's initial sketch there. Now let's change the canvas size because this is wild, you know? This is a little wild. I guess we can make that a little bit bigger there. And then just shrink that on. That's better. Now this does make our reference a little weird, but whatever, we can just move it like that. Now I love this poofy little dress thingy. These are the 2 images of this character on there. So I don't fully comprehend this dress thingy, to be completely honest, but of like the millions of ideas that run through my head, I love them all. So I want to do some like... if I do this... Okay, good. That does get both of them here. I did create new. I did copy and paste create new from clipboard. I want to just grab this, put it over here. That is this file here. I guess for the top part of this, we'll go over here. This will rotate a little bit. Okay, so this goes under the arms. And this one is a little bit lower. We'll just see what looks best, you know? That's the bit of art that really... Whoops. Bow. You just do what looks good. I guess maybe I should start with this big ruffle thing. I do like these big ruffle things. They're fun to draw. But you know. Let's go here. Big ol' schnoz here. Love a big ol' schnoz. Let's see here. It's like, I do want it to make sense anatomy-wise like this, but it also does have to look good when they're rotated. Yeah, he just seems pretty grumpy, aren't ya? You little grumpy guy. You're a little grumpy. I'm like, doing a big silly pose, but you're still grumpy about it. And I find that silly. A lot of this. Maybe you're just looking over there. Big silly pose for no real reason. For no good reason for this big silly pose. Why you posing like that for, dummy? I do love the big eyelashes. I find them very endearing. I love when a character has big dramatic eyelashes. Okay. Me when I'm fucking full of whimsy, I guess. I'm full of whimsy and delight or whatever. You're trying to draw, but your brain feels like it's vibrating, so you're shaking. Oof. Truly me with this song happening in the background. I'm truly Like, I'm too hyped. I'm too hyped. It's my favorite Undertale song. I love Hopes and Dreams. We flipped a canvas. Like, there's something wrong with this, but I... Maybe this would have been better had I done that from the beginning here. Let's get these big little... I'm assuming these are little party hat looking things. Cute. Whatever they are. Big little things. Looks so cat-like right now. Zoom all over. If we like go back out here, these are secured to the head, you know? They've gotta be. I'm just imagining it floofs out sort of like this is what the dress works like. It seems like if they were standing straight up, sort of like womp, you know? Or it's even like, you know? You look at and I really like that. I don't know why I can't like capture it. I guess it's because like my art style is so different. Maybe? It reminds me a bit of, shit, I can't remember the name of the character from Great God Grove. The yellow one. The yellow god. I forget the name. If we go over here, we can see... Okay. I'm assuming that those are like actual ribbons and not like a pattern on there. In which case, we'll be dangling from gravity. I should do those in a different color so I can tell them apart. There we go. Like, I do love these little ruffle thingies. They're fun to draw. I've made the mistake of trying to draw them at a weird angle. I'm like, okay. If I get this cylinder here, it'll be like that, and then more like it'll be skinnier at the top, I suppose, because that's how perspective works, I think? I'm not sure. Perspective is a fickle mistress, and I'm not into women. Alright. Oh, chat, the ads are just about to start, so if anybody needs to take a break, now's a great time to do so. If you need to remind yourself to take care of yourself, if you need to go to the bathroom, to grab a snack, to get something to drink, if you need to save your files, to fix your posture, if you need to, do anything that'll make your life a little bit better, you know? If you need to do your laundry, if you need to brush your teeth or brush your hair, or overall just have a good time, you know? If you need to fix your posture. Have you taken your meds today? Have you taken your meds today? Very important to do. Very important. Now, I do love a good pinstripe outfit. Why did I decide to do one when I have the arms like this? It's always hard to figure out whatever the hell is happening. Like, I wanted to do a whimsical ass pose, alright? Where's your fucking whimsy? I go back over here. Okay. Like, maybe if I have all of these little layered bits, it'll help. I mean, I do think that did. Man, I used to know how to draw these fucking things. I feel like I'm truly guessing right now. Whatever. Do a little bit of this thing here. I think hair going a little bit in front of the face on this side. And then it's all drooping. Because gravity. Gravity or whatever. I keep leaning in a bit too much. Here we are. Like, I need to remember that the camera is right there, and I keep leaning all the way over there. It's like, okay, one of these. I'll just have it looking like that. That's not perfect, but I mean, that's not nothing, you know? I do love these big old boots. I made the skirt, I think, a bit too long. This was a problem that I ran into with, those magical girls as well. But here I've noticed the error early enough that I can course correct. There we go. To excellent, excellent, excellent. And stripy leggies, cause rainbow. And it's like, that's something. It's not nothing. It's really something. It's like, maybe I'll come back to this in a bit. Because I have lots of other things that I do want to draw. I'm like, let me close this as well. And I think I spent too much power on the Danganronpa thing right now. It's too much brain on there. Alright, you know what? Let's see here. I have 29 characters on here saved. Let me get a random number. Random number. I need a number between 1 and 29. What character is that? Got me 27. Alright, that's probably in the humanoid category. Oh, hey! I mean, I was already thinking about this guy. I was like, I'm gonna do this one soonish anyway, but hey. Friend of the show here. Person who made the intro song. Let's go ahead. Let's draw this silly, goofy guy. See, I'm like, honestly, I'm like, I don't know if this pose doesn't work for this guy, do I just pivot and draw this guy in this pose? Because I'm like, there's a lot of like ruffles and stuff that I don't really know about there. But this guy also seems like very much that pose, you know? I'm going from a clown to a jester. You know what? Let's take Kingsley. We'll put Kingsley over here. We're putting Kingsley over here. We're taking Jester. We're moving Jester. Jester is on this file now. This is what's happening over here. I'm gonna have to rename this file. That's perfectly fine. Now this character, I'm getting taller vibes. But honestly, I feel like it doesn't matter as much in this sort of pose. I mean, I think this is still passable. I don't want to have to redraw that, to be blunt. And I think it's all great. And this seems like a character who's down to be in this sort of pose. Who looks excited to be a silly goofy. Let me look at your face again. Okay. I guess I should do what I did with the other guy here. Wheep. Flashing warning. There we go. Wow. Does not like that I'm trying to use it like this. That's good enough for me. Okay. Silly goofy guy here. Love a silly goofy guy. I am fond of a little bit of a silly, a little bit of a goofy. And perchance even a guy. Guy or no, that's the least important part of silly goofy guy. The guy is there for alliteration. I suppose one could also be a silly goofy girl. More research needs to be done into this topic. And I hope one day I can find the true answer. And there we are. Love a big nose. Love a long nose. Love both. I love drawing a character whose nose isn't just like... This is a thing for anime characters, especially. I know that a lot of people draw like that. And, you know, there's a lot of successful shows and media that have that art style, so it's like... This isn't a personal attack on anyone who draws like that. I've just never liked that. I'm just like, how do they breathe? It just looks like pretty much nothing to me. And a big nose especially, it's like you can really get a good perspective on the face. It's a great way to measure the face out. I want to draw a big smile here, big goofy smile. I love making like one part of the mouth taller than the other. And I love doing big mouths. I find it fun. Just like, what if just like a... Yippee! Real yippee behavior, honestly. This is real yippee yahoo behavior. Real yahaha type shit, you know? Real wahoo. Do I like this? Let me flip the canvas. They look like, right now, the way that I've drawn them, the fucking guy in Ocarina of Time, not Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask. The fucking mask salesman. And I don't necessarily like that. It's not a bad design, that guy. I don't know if that's the energy that I want this guy to have. I don't know this guy's pronouns. Let me look that up. Unless, were they in the, This character was not listed with any pronouns, but I do believe this character was also listed, like, will update later. Give me a second here. Yeah, it still will update later. Whatever. This little silly. Whatever their gender may be. Whatever their gender may be. A fun phrase. That is an eraser. That is not a... Ah, it's because I was hitting the bracket keys rather than the P key. I looked over at my hand, a little glance. Ooh, little bottom eyelash as well. Infinitely updates the cute factor. I want to do another attempt on the mouth. I do like that mouth, but I want to do a second attempt just to see if I can do anything better. I then proceeded to draw the exact same mouth. No, this is better. I rounded it better there. Dun, 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 dun. Ba, 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 ba. God, I love the Undertale soundtrack. It's truly, I think, like, the only video game soundtrack that I, like, listen to. It's not a mark on, that's not me being like, other ones are bad. It's truly like, this one is so good. Because I truly, you know, I never really pay too close attention to them, and even when I do, I'll, like, enjoy it at the time, and then I don't think about it too hard. That's just the kind of person that I am, personally. I encounter a lot of people who are like, I love video game soundtracks, and I'm like, good for you. I need to listen to songs that have lyrics in them, or I'll die. But there is a vast exception for Undertale. Now, I see that these ears are at a little bit different angles, but the question is, which angle is better? Which ear do I match to the other? I think I'll go with that one like that. Bum, 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 bum. What a silly, goofy guy. I'm gonna just keep saying that phrase over and over again, I think. What an absolute delightful. A delightful little freak. We love a delightful freak in this stream, don't we? We love a good delightful freak. If you don't like a delightful freak, I don't even know what you're doing in this stream, to be honest. You're not in the right spot. Get a different shade of blue real quick so I can do some other sketchings. I like sketching in multiple colors that help distinguish different areas. More like this. This is all the chest, like, here. This is all chest. Because the chest is a little bit closer. That's how perspective works. Megalovania, baby! I think technically this should be, like, rotated more, but I honestly... don't care. I'm like, look, I've done enough perspective thinking for one day, alright? This is a treat for me. This is a treat to draw a character in a silly, goofy pose, we're having a silly, goofy expression, wearing this silly, goofy outfit, and overall just having a silly, goofy time, alright? One cannot deny themselves the opportunity for a silly, goofy time. Like, I can make this a little bigger, I suppose. This is fun. This is a fun design. It's like, actually, this one is on this part. Above that. One of my favorite parts of ArtFight is drawing a bunch of characters types that, like, I don't normally get to draw. Where it's like, I'll enjoy them, but then I won't draw them because I'll be busy doing other stuff. And it gives me more ideas for my own characters, honestly. I'm like, oh, if I have fun drawing this thing, I should make a character that has that thing, you know? I have some characters in my mind that are like going under some redesigns before I like officially do anything with them. And I've already gotten so many ideas, you know? Just by doing ArtFight. And I love ArtFight! Now the fun thing about this is that we do get to add a tail. I think that is a good. And the heart works this way. Like, let me rotate in my mind. Do. Yada 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 yada. Okay, there's that. Doing that fun big lean. Set everything from there. Alright. Let's go to a different color now. Actually, I might go back to the same blue to do these shoes really quick. The same dark blue that I did for the face. These go not quite up to the knee. Looky here, this character also wearing heels, so didn't do that for nothing. I think technically every single character I've drawn for ArtFight this year so far has worn heels. Including that little scrunkly you guys saw earlier. Like, just because I didn't draw him wearing them doesn't mean that he doesn't have them. What a silly goofy guy! What a silly goofy guy! Okay. Okay, so we have this little white bit on this. Let me move this over here. There's a little white bit on this sleeve, but not on this sleeve. So I'm going to interpret that. I'm going to interpret that as part of the shirt beneath that you just wouldn't see from the other. Like this shirt here. Because it has those white accents on it as well, and it's the only thing on here that does, really. So, bigger sleeve then. For this outer jacket layer. And then smaller sleeve here. For that inner bit. Maybe this is a little big, a little big of a jacket, but you know. That's what happens sometimes. Sometimes your jacket a bit too big. And that's... I was gonna say that's sad, but no, I love a big jacket, you know? I love wearing a big jacket. I'm gonna swap back over to this color here. Rotate that canvas. I mean, am I gonna do it like that? Is this a hand? Is that how hand? Is that hand? Gotta hand it to me. I think that's a hand. Alright, great, great, great. Excellent, excellent. Hand. Okay. Now there are the tailcoats as well. I'm not gonna worry about the tailcoats yet, though. I wanna draw... I wanna get this other arm done. Then I'm thinking pants, tailcoat, hat, and hair. Now, if I look back at these, yeah, it's like these fingers out here are like outstretched, whereas these are like curling inward. Pointer is like fully out, the others are like coming, like cascading towards that. I mean, is that legible? Like, is that good enough there? I think so. There we have that. Alright, I'm gonna need a third blue. This is the song of me needing a third blue. Okay, this is more green, but whatever. It's a bleen, a blue-green. If I lightened it a little bit, that would be Hatsune Miku, you know? Now the thing is, I don't really need to put too much thought into these pants here because they're just, you know, pretty much gonna be covering the legs. However, whenever I do the line art, I'm probably gonna have this layer hidden. So it's good to go over it again. Alright, and then as for coattails, I suppose we can make this go around a little bit here. I believe that's coattails. I forget how they work. It's been a bit since I've drawn them. Is that t-shirt with the tail too bad? If I just keep that up there, I suppose it's all well and good. There. I think that's a bit better. God, this fucking song. Bam! Bam, 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 bam. I love these ones. I love the motifs throughout Undertale. I'm like, ooh, what? I was gonna erase this bit here, but it's like, oh, what if the tail is going in between the legs? That, if you can even believe it, is a little bit silly goofy. Aww. Absolutely delightful. Like, okay. This... Like, do I do... This would be a running theme if I did this, because this is the second character that I believe this is the second. I don't... If I did a different one, I forgore. But I drew a character by... Vicky before, and I did that, I believe, last year. Because I think this is only their second year of doing ArtFight, I think. I don't remember. Yeah, it was last year. I drew a silly little guy who also had this little diamond pattern, And I like went through and I did that by hand, and they were very blown away by that. So I'm like, well, but what if I did it again, you know? I think I at least want to sketch that in here. Like, this is gonna be the easiest part. This, like, leg here. Because it's pretty straightforward. Bit like that. We'll just put a line there. As for this tailcoat, I'll do it like that, and that should hopefully give me enough room so I can make sure it doesn't overlap with the bits up there. Then we go up to the top here. This is gonna be the real difficult part, so maybe we should do the arm first. And it should be so... If I were designing this coat, it would be so that the diamonds are most legible when they're up and down. Now, technically there's some foreshortening going on here. This section of the arm is really shorter than one would expect. So I'm like, it should be, the lines should be closer together. And then they can get further out. Little bit of that. And now let's do the difficult part. Now let's figure out the hard part. I'm truly just like, I was working with all of those 3D models earlier this stream. I can do anything. I can conquer anything. I could do anything. Okay. I'm thinking about this a little bit. Sorry for the silence. I think that makes sense. I think that makes sense. Did the stream die or just my stream manager? Both of them. Welp, let's see here. Reconnecting. Are we back? I believe we're back. Welcome back. That's because I'm too powerful. I'm too powerful. I flipped the canvas upside down. With my... I'm too powerful doing these little diamond patterns. You know, I did not intentionally pose this character in such a way that the diamond patterns would be on the smaller parts of this, and that the solid color ones would be in the front. That's especially evidenced by the fact that this is originally going to be a different character in this pose. But sometimes things work out. Alright, I want to do a whole other color for... But, well, I'll keep the purple for the hat, I suppose. I truly can't not associate all of these songs with Undertale. I'm truly like picturing, whenever the songs come on, I just get immediately an image of whatever song is playing in my head. Or it's just like, Toriel! This comes on, my mind just goes, Toriel boss fight, Toriel boss fight, Toriel boss fight! Goat mom, no! Truly. I find that beautiful. Ooh, maybe I'll do the hat after the fact, because I'm like, what if the hat is falling off actively? What if the hat is actively falling off? That would be really funny. So I was like, what if it's just like, how is this thing still attached to your head? But what if... Let's do the hair first in that case. It's very close to the color I was using before. I guess we'll just go with this sort of like indigo color. Let's go with this indigo. Now what's fun is I drew all this face and it's going to get so covered. Because of gravity. Okay. Excellent, excellent. This is fun. This is a fun hair right now. Okay, that's very fun. I like that a lot. Okay, if we go down here, we can erase the bits that will be hidden. I guess maybe that can also be a little bit out. Oh, well. That's a problem for me when I'm doing line art. Alright, there we go. That's the hair. Now we need to do a silly, goofy little hat falling off. L plus ratio plus you fell off. Now the question is, what the fuck do hats look like? Okay, if I have a cylinder, that's a good base for a hat, I believe. In my humble opinion, a hat is reminiscent of a cylinder. Everybody take notes. This will be on the test. Okay. I guess I should make sure that the hat can fit on the head. Okay, that looks about the size that it is in the image. Okay. You've heard of tipping your hat to somebody. Have you considered bowing so greatly that your little hat falls off? It does look like they're about to catch it, and that is pretty good. I do imagine that they don't, and that it does just fall to the floor. There we are. I mean, I really like that. Wait, you know this guy? I was like, I know Lee's not in chat because I know he will be saying something if he is. Welcome back, Lee. But yes, silly little guy. You were in fact talking to this person's creator? I figured that's what's happening. Do you know the pronouns of this character, Lee? There was nothing in the description, so I've just been they-theming. I don't know why I'm saying, like, this character. Jester. The name was, in fact, listed. It's cool if you don't. She-he? Oh my goodness, that's like a tee-hee. That's silly goofy of her. I love that for him. Doing a big ol' pose, and her hat is falling off. Believe that was an intentional bit? Fuck yeah. Fluid genders think alike. Big ol' bow, hat fall off. Big silly goofy pose, hat fall off. Oh no. She doesn't even fucking know. She doesn't even fucking know that her hat is gonna hit the floor. He's gonna have to clean his hat. Dumbass. Weep. 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 I had a lot of fun sketching the hair. Now I'm just being like, okay, treat for me immediately. Line the hair. Weep. Weep. Whoop. Whoop. Beautiful. Excellent. Hair. If you can believe it, hair. Big ear moment. Big ear moment. Top 10 ear moments of all time. Yeah, this really is a fun design. I was talking about that earlier. Just like, look at this silly goofy. Oop. Oh, the trouseling of bones. Such a fun little suit. Beautiful. I thought when I was drawing the nose, I was like, I love this nose. And then in my mind, I was just like, this is so going to get covered by the hair as soon as I start drawing it. It's fun and hellish in equal parts. Well, it's silly goofy. Maybe if I were, like, you know, using this character in, like, a comic or something, maybe I'd have complaints, but I'm doing one drawing and I love it. You know, if I were an animator and I wasn't doing like a chowder style thing. Log it up with those, let me grab the balloon popping pin. I mean, they are canonically balloons. Whenever you guys pop them, I mute my mic really quick so you guys don't have to listen to the loud pop. It'd be really funny. Now, I'm gonna suggest this, and then we're all going to be upset that I don't do it, because it's really funny, but I do not know how to do this, so I will not. if every time they got added there was like an air inflation noise, like the sound of a balloon filling up, and then every time they were removed, there was a pop noise. Now we're all going to be sad that that does not exist, and I literally have no idea how I would even do that. That's definitely a thing one can do. Yeah, but we spent so long of the stream trying to figure out how to import a 3D model into... I almost said MS Paint. Like your good Kane taking you off stream's idea, yeah. Slide whistle, that would be really funny. I just don't know how to do any of that. I should have done Attack 100 in MS Paint. I wanted it to be really smooth though. If you look at it, it's so smooth. It's like look at the cylinder. Look at this cylinder. Anyway, hi! I had a feeling you would show up. You know, some 2D VTubers, you know, for info that have stuff like that. Oh. Whoa. I mean, that'd be cool. You said don't, and then she did. I'm a criminal? What? Is it cause is it cause his hat's falling off? I'm sorry about her hat. Rotating slowly. Not letting me do this again without tuning in. Haha. Well, I have a VODs channel. Finish your attack, but you low-key don't like it. I get that. I mean... you can do it if you want. That's truly up to you. I don't know if you remember this or not, since I don't know when you last did ArtFight. If you, whenever you do an attack, there's a polish button. Which, like, you tick that if you think that you put in more effort than you normally do. You could just not click the polish button. I've definitely phoned in a couple of attacks in my life. Where it's like, I just need this one to be over with. And, like, I'm done drawing this. I've struggled too much on it. I want it to be over with. But I also, you know, like, I may not like this, but I also, you know, want the points. But I think that depends on how point hungry you are. How invested in the points. And suffering with Lee's little guy. Because, dear God, how do you do pointy ears in profile? 1 second. I mean, most people I see doing them just straight up have them pointing back. I was going to get an image from Dungeon Meshi because one of the main characters is an elf. All of the images showing up are fan art. Like, this has to have happened at one point. Okay, here we go. I really like- look. The Undyne music is so ominous, true. Let me just grab these elves from Dungeon Meshi really quick. Because I love how they do them. I love how Ryoko Kui does them. It's like, this is the only one we have here. This tends to be what people do. This tends to be what people do. Bunch of little guys. Little freaks. Where's Marcel? There's Marcel! Yay! Italian. Good to know, even if it breaks your brain, yeah. Sometimes the answer to the question isn't what is real, what would really happen, but more so what looks cooler, you know? That's the real answer in art. Look, she's Italian, alright? Marcel Donato. Donato. I don't know how to pronounce her last name. It's... Donato. It's, I guess that's technically a spoiler, so I won't say it. There's... I'm just like, well, I guess that happens many chapters deep, so I won't say it. I guess vague Dungeon Meshi spoilers. Marcel talks about a food that she had in her youth, and she was like describing it to the people, and it's just spaghetti. He's like, I love spaghetti. You just watched the table incident, what the fuck did I do? Look. So in The Sims, there's a button to size up things. And sometimes... Can we get the link in chat for Chiba now? Thank you. Warning, old Mac model. True. Content warning. The model that I rigged myself. Instead of paying somebody who knew what they were doing. Now, admittedly, I think that's still a good idea in retrospect. I didn't, you know, I don't need to spend that much money when I'm starting. It's such a jump scare to see my eyes in old model, yeah. Where's my woogles? Where's my wiggles? Hearing two of my voices overlapping is so bizarre. Okay, I'll be silent. I was truly like, what's the good comedic timing for me to break the silence? Thank you for choosing it for me, Lee. Soda! Thank you, Joe Biden. Wait. What a silly, goofy little guy. I've truly said the word silly goofy so many goddamn times drawing this one character. Look, sometimes you're not wrong. I'm not wrong. Well, she is, so it's right, yeah. Hybrids of monkeys spinning monkeys and Undertale music box version. Well, you don't. It's not a perfect remix. This is my talent. This is how you make music, right? You put two different songs just on top of each other, and you're done. That's how music is made. The people who made it originally. You attacked. Whoa. Now I need to... Whoa, whoa. Ah, carp! Ah! Oh, hell yeah. I love that. Oh, my little guy. Everybody look at my little guy! Everybody appreciate my little guy! Whoa! Whoa! Things are happening! Look at my little guy! Ah! I love that! Thank you very much! Hell yeah! Hell yeah! Hell yeah! Hell yeah! I may have hooked up a little bit. Mad Dummy begins to play. That's a summary of my life. Wait, NOC, yeah! I made Carp a while ago. Carp is an older OC of mine, and it was like, yay. With the, like, original Enna animations. Animations? Pog. I was like, hell yeah. I always found the most silly, goofy guy. Know who to attack me with then. And it's like, whoa. I was truly like, whoa, since Dream Barbecue came out, somebody might attack Carp this year. And I was not wrong. Whoa, that's not the rotate! That's not rotate! I didn't know why I was doing that. The hand is fine. Whoa, whoa. Look, at least whenever I accidentally do that on this one, it's not like whatever the fuck was happening earlier. I don't need to worry about those... anything happening in this image. That scary image. I figured out how their hair should work. It's called gravity. I did in fact wear my hair in front of my eye for like a year or two, because I'm a little emo bitch. So I get it. And now that eye has worse sight than the other one. Ah. I think my other eye, I think I have like 60-20 vision, so like my other eye's perfectly fine. Which I think it might be like 0.5 off of 20, but you know. I mean, and last time I had them checked was a while ago, and I stare a lot at screens, so it might have gotten worse. I don't know. This song works for her a lot, I think. It'll be over in like, now it's over. Spookwave time! Got attacked with your OC, getting strangled to death by a tape measure! Hell yeah. I just glanced over at that, hell yeah. Weep. Man, I really like how the tail is in the sketch. I'm just like, damn, that's gonna be so hard to line. Specifically put in the rules that gore is allowed heavier light, hell yeah. I just, for, like, the briefest of moments when you said that, when you said getting strangled by a tape measure, I don't know why I interpreted it this way. I thought that it was going to be a sentient tape measure, and I looked at it, I was like, oh no, that makes so much more sense. I don't know why I assumed that. My brain is beautiful. Scientists wish to study me. There we go. Alright, chat. Ads are about to happen. This is your hourly reminder to take care of yourself. If you need to go to the bathroom, to grab a snack, to get something to drink, now's a great time to do that. If you need to take your meds, fix your posture, save your files. If you're doing art at home, save your files. If you need to take care of yourself, do some stretches. If anybody's been doing art today, remember to stretch your wrists a little bit, stretch your arms out. Maybe walk around the room if you want. you know, do anything to make your life a little bit better. Keep your body healthy. Keep yourself good. Okay? Okay, chat, you're all gonna be healthy and take care of yourselves. We all know that none of us are an exception to that rule, right? Except for me, I'm built different. No. Wah. You're taking your break already, yeah. Okay, let me fix this flag. This flag. Oh yeah, let me flip the canvas. Is everything working out well? Good. I was like, I was flipping the canvas a little bit during the sketch phase. But you know, sometimes things can happen. And it's just like, when did this happen? Oh god, everything's gone wrong. The intensity of Sword of Justice right after the Tem song. I forget the name of that Tem song. Alright, I guess this isn't technically Tem Shop, alright, it's Tem Village. This is technically the one right before Sword of Justice that sounds exactly like Sword of Justice. Shoes. Oh, I just had a thought occur to me. Let me check something real quick. Bow 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 bow. Beep bop boop. I'm looking at stuff. Their Sword of Justice. Or Spear of Justice. Spear. It's quite funny, I like Danganronpa because all but 2 of your OCs for ArtFight are Danganronpa OCs. I have like 2 Danganronpa OCs that I haven't drawn since middle school. And it's like I would have to like heavily redesign. But hell yeah, I'm definitely going to get revenge. Mark my words, I will be getting revenge. I'll be perusing. Just like this, my old OCs. I think I drew both my Danganronpa OCs once. I think it was like one of those, I want to do my own like fan Danganronpa, my own fan Danganronpa. And I was like, I'm gonna make a whole class, and then I made 2, and I was like, okay, I'm done. I was like, I'm into My Little Pony. Those various other things, like, look, I'm calling it. But I do still like the concept of the 2 that I came up with. They were Ultimate Gardener and an Ultimate, like, zombie survivalist. Now, admittedly, I care a little bit more about the zombie survivalist. I just think that the gardener was cute. And there was a part of me that was like, what if I shipped them? What if they were lesbians? Something I realized, like, yesterday, chat, I was looking at, like, all of my OCs and thinking about a lot of them. And it's like, I have a lot of trans OCs, I have a lot of non-binary OCs. I realized I don't think I have any trans masculine OCs. And it's like, what the fuck? When did that happen? How have I not done that? I have so many little guys. Why are none of them in that direction? Like, I don't know if I identify with that label. I mean, sometimes I identify with trans mass, sometimes I'm like, whatever. But, you know, it's just like, that's closer to anything that I've got going on. It's like, how do I not meet a little guy? I've had one little guy, technically, who I've, like, referred to as, like, Schrodinger's trans. Because I just haven't decided whether he's trans or cis. But I don't know. Now I'm like, if that's my only one, do I want it to be Rat Bastard, you know? If that's my only trans man, do I want it to be my silly joke rat? Okay, I want to try something that I've seen somebody do before. She equals tee-hee. Oh, you didn't think that intention? I was making that joke earlier this stream. So it was on the mind. Okay. Basically the strat is do a line like that, and then just use the effect, use the that to basically line it. I mean, it's not bad. Now, I'll change this color to, like, actually be the exact color. But with this, like, lower... Let me also, where's the thing that I want? This is it. It's not a bad method. Yeah, I saw somebody doing this while, like, making a VTuber model. And I was like, whoa. Forgot to update the design of one of your guys who did it? Hell yeah. I did not update, like, any of my guys this year, except for me and my fucking stupid idiot brother. Let me zoom out. Let me not miss the forest for the trees here. You use that when you need to perfect the curves for laser cutting. This is one of the beauties of using a vector layer for line art. It's this and having fun erasing times. What kind of knows your characters have? Well, it's mostly just like an art style that I don't really understand. And once again, it's really nothing wrong with it, it's just something that doesn't jive with me as much. I've had many people look at my the things that I draw and go like, whoa, you do the noses so big, and I'm like, yeah, baby! They're gonna breathe through that thing, I don't know. I made it sound weird. Now embrace it. They're gonna breathe! I guess it's sort of like that moe sort of art style that I don't really... Thinking about like I'm not insulting this anime because I do like it. I didn't finish it, but that's not a mark against the anime. Haruhi Suzumiya and similar art styles to like that, where it's like the, you know, like when the anime faces are like, you know, and it's like, oh god, you know, this is some sort of bug, this is some sort of alien, and I'm scared. And like, this is what like shoujo in like the 2000s looked like, and it was scary to me. You know? The eyes are so big, and then they're like also just like a little bit too far apart, and the mouths are so up. The mouths are so high up, you know? It looked like this. And then, you know, their hair would have these things. They'd have the hair vents. They need those to cool off their computing systems. To see the characters do have visibly bigger noses. Hell yeah! It's surely just a different preference. I think it's just when it's compounded with those other things, I suppose. They are just anime lines, yeah! Nothing wrong with that. I suppose this should be above that, because I want it to be... Let's get it like that. Whoop! It helps if I'm on the correct eraser. There we go. Chiyo-chan from Azumanga Daioh. Now, I have heard of that one. Let me double check who that is. I've heard of Azumanga Daioh. She's honestly fine. She's fine in that regard. I'm truly thinking about... Honestly, she's even... Haruhi's more normal than I thought. No, this is the image I was thinking of. This is the fucking image I was thinking of. Okay, so most of the time she looks normal, but I guess in just this image specifically... I guess I should show you guys the normal image first. So, for the sake of fairness to one of the most popular anime of all time. Normal Haruhi here, right? That's normal. That's fine. The image I always think of for her is her looking like this. And it's like, oh god. You know? This is what I was thinking of when I was drawing that. Something happened here, you know? Ba-ba-ba. Do. I'm like, I know there's more of these. Yeah. I don't have a source for this image. I want a source for the image before I show it. Well, it's just like the moe art style. There's something about it that I'm like, something's wrong. Something's wrong with these girls. Perspective is not perspectiving. Always for your original character, try to add variation to the noses, because for a long time you could only draw one nose for all your characters and it fucking sucked. Yeah, I think it's just like a fun little detail that you get to have. I actually said that earlier when I was talking about Jester. That's how this conversation came up originally. I was just like, oh, I really like the nose. I really like the long nose. So just to pick a character that doesn't have an attack yet? Yeah! I'll look around on that. That's fine. Just don't look too closely at that. That connects for sure. Beep boop. Yes. Big beautiful little heart there. Weep. One day I'll get a line. One day I'll get a line that I am happy with. One day I'll get a line that I'm happy with. Good enough. First time actually trying a different nose? Yeah! What color palette am I thinking for the clothes? Wow. I like these. But I might experiment a little bit. Might have a silly goofy time. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Okay, yes, this is the... Let me label this layer. I'm getting confused immediately, while I only have this many layers over here. No, not rough. Vector. There we go. Am I... That's not... They are there. Here we go. I guess I should do this first and then rotate it. I can't just hold down the rotate button, I have to click it multiple times. I should have rotated it the other way, but we're already going... Is this clockwise or counterclockwise? I'm not gonna think about it long enough to figure it out. Soda! That's what's happening in our head. This is somebody who's thinking about soda. Most of your characters don't have too much of a lower body. You can just make shit up if you want. Hell yeah. We'll see what happens. Looking forward to it. Spider Dance does go so hard. So hard. True. I keep almost referencing a Drawfee bit from a while ago. I don't even remember which thing it's from. And I truly have not been referencing it for so long. It's just been getting stuck in my head lately of just, so do, Scooby. Instead of like, so true, just, so do, Scooby. And I don't know why I just keep thinking about that. It's like I almost just said that in response to your message there. Not even a Drawfee bit, you know? I'm like, I don't even remember if that's from a video or from a stream. It's like, look at this guy from this angle. This is the correct angle from which to view this character, actually. The Drawfee brainworms are too powerful. Well, I wish they would work in that I've been trying to rewatch all of Drawtectives because I lost most of my thoughts about it. And I've been like trying to take notes. And I did that for like a little bit. And now I haven't done it in a bit. I need to catch up on it. I need to remind myself that that's a thing. I can put those on in the background when I'm drawing, I suppose. Silly Goofy! Silly Goofy! A silly Goofy! Fuck yeah, our brains are mush, yeah. I can hand you over my notes that I've been taking. What a silly goofy here. What a silly goofy. I know one of my notes was just porcino and then a little heart. Porcino. We love porcino here. If you don't know who porcino is, my condolences, non-Drawfee viewers. Porcino from memory. How do I draw the saddest rat known to man? Porcino from memory. Wearing a little beret. Little French rat. Like little porcino here. So I think that porcino's like wringing their hands together. I don't know why I just they-them'd the rat. This is porcino. This is pretty much what porcino is. I don't know why I did that tail like a ribbon. Let me quickly look up porcino. My very fast from memory challenge. Oh, sadder than I drew. Somehow, it's so. He's just so much sadder than I drew. Squeaky, squeaky. Squeaky. Squeaky, squeaky. I love this stupid fucking rat. Jester's sidekick now, plagiarizing them. Hell yeah. What if there was a little rat? What if there was a little rat in a rat and she was just getting ratatouille'd? The rat's like, holy shit! The rat's like, holy shit! We're falling! Oh no! Fuck! I'm falling here! Jester, please! Please! Please, you can't bow this low! You can't do such a silly, goofy pose! You know, I'm gonna copy that rat. I don't want to delete that rat. I'm gonna copy this rat. And this is gonna be an alternate version of it. There's gonna be 2 versions of this. We're gonna have a bonus rat version. It's the rat layer. Guess I'll just label that. I'm scared of rats. It's like, oh no. Oh no. Did you know there was a rat in there? Whoa. What a silly goofy. Zooms in intensely. I mean, I did just do the blue for the tail just because it was the color that I had selected. I'm not that far off. What if I, let me get like a direct. Okay, it's a little farther than you'd think. Looking at them next to each other, they're more different. Oop. I changed it now. With the press of a button. think. Did I do that? Did I do that correctly? Yes. I immediately started doubting myself. Never doubt yourself. The world is beautiful. I don't know why I did like an anime pose while saying that. Y'all can't see that. Y'all don't even know how many times I throw up peace signs when I'm streaming. Y'all don't even fucking know. Let me turn that off and do a little bit of that. And turn that back on. And do a little, whoop, wrong layer. And do a little bit of beep, bop, boop, beep, bop. That's better. That's a beautiful emote. It's a beautiful emote. I love that. Get some blue in here. That's my attack. I'm blue now. I got those two lines reversed. It's your blue now, that's my attack. I'm a fake Undertale fan. I'm logging off the internet forever. I got a quote from Undertale wrong. Sometimes you just get gifted random subs. Hell yeah. Let me check my own, because I also... That happens to me as well. Who do I have here? Oh, okay. I had a lot more earlier. I guess it just it rolled over. Papaiton Real. Hell yeah. Now I know that that means Papyrus and Metaton because I was there in the trenches. And that's like the magic to me, which I was there when it was written, etc., etc. Now that also works for Papyrus and Spamton. And I just need people to think about that. Anyway. Yeah, that's my glamour. We were all in the trenches. That's how we met, I think. Spampyrus. The bangers are on. Yeah. Blue. Jester is so death by glamour coded. Have I played chapters 3 and 4? Not yet. Not yet, no. I only know, like, the existence of one character within them. And it's truly, like, wild. I've been trying to avoid spoilers. The small glimpses I've accidentally gotten from people, like, not tagging things correctly or, like, being in a YouTube thumbnail. Like, I'm surprised that, like, you know, they've ended up all being, like, about the same thing. So, like, there's been, like, multiple things that, like, haven't been tagged or in YouTube thumbnails, but they've all been about the exact same thing. It's like, still, just a net gain of one spoiler, I suppose. Instead of Jester being Kurt and Loki's kid, they're actually Papyrus and Metaton's kid. Yeah! To say there's a character that made you finally find a ship you love more than Papaiton. You've been a diehard shipper for all these years. If you don't want Deltarune spoilers, look away. You can still keep the audio on. But the character It's this motherfucker. I can't escape this motherfucker. I think he has these. Is it that guy? Yeah, you ship that mofo with Metaton. None of us can escape that bug. Why do all Deltarune guys have that nose? So true. So do Scooby. Truly, all I've been seeing is people, like, being obsessed with that character. Fine, whatever. Earlier today, I saw porn of that guy. And I was truly just like, damn, alright. But it was just, like, so, like, intimate. You know? It was very intimate in a way that, like, it stuck with me. It was like, wow. Like, I've seen a lot of Rule 34 of various characters, you know? And it's just like, okay, sure, whatever. And I was like, the person who did this, wow. They were, like, lovingly doing this. It's like, damn, why is Spampton here? It's a sadness in his eyes you only see in Eastern European gay porn, right? Yeah, I forgot about that. Like, well. Wiggles, wiggles. Yeah. Spampton X, that guy's very popular. Gingly. Little buttons. Just stealing the colors directly. Look, I already drew all this. I'm not picking colors. That's your job. I'm just stealing them. You're just loving the shit, but you're wondering how they kiss? Well, you know, like, normal people, you know, when they do the big ol' smooch, they're not doing it like this, because even for normal people, nose go bonk bonk. You gotta rotate them. One's rotated this way, the other's rotated that way. So they're like, mwah mwah, mwah mwah, eye over here, and then it's like, mwah 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 mwah. The noses are going different ways. They just have to tilt even further. They just have to tilt to an extreme extent. They're like fully like improv. They're like fully facing one direction and one other opposite direction. Like this is the back of Spampton's head. And they're just like mwim, 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 mwah, mwah, mwah. That's my very real answer. You're welcome. You're welcome for that visual. That'll be $500. Yoink. Now this is a sentence that does not make any... Can I offer Cromer instead? Have to leave before you start crying at this song. So real. I was gonna say, this character, this means nothing to a lot of y'all. This character reminds me of Joe Hills. And please take their colors. Yeah! Yoinking them. Joe Hills. Yeah, the green! I was in Joe's latest episode of Hermitcraft. Is he a Marble Hornet? Vicky, I don't know shit about Marble Hornets. That would be wild for me to reference. Anyway, I was watching one of his videos. He just wears a lot of like these green. I don't. I was into Everyman Hybrid. Lee's the one who was into Marble Hornets. Everything I know about it, I know from him. I've just been like, okay, can you answer this question? Great, thank you. Fake girlfriend. He's like, quick question, which of them is which again? I don't know which white boy is which. I see a meme. Who is this man? That I infected him like he infected you. Nope. That works for a lot of other fandoms of ours, though. That does tend to be how the process works. I cannot deny that. But anyway, Joe Hill just wears a lot of, like, intentionally the exact same color as, like, a green screen. So that whenever he's, like, doing green screen stuff, parts of his clothes will just be gone, including his glasses. Joe Hills is also any pronoun, so bam, there we go. What a beautiful little... What a beautiful silly goofy. Jester escaped into real life. Yeah! Here, I'll get you an image of Joe Hills. So you know what I'm talking about. Now please pull up the real guy. Yeah, there we are. I'm not getting images of the sportsman with the same name. Here's an image of Joe Hills. That's the wrong button. This is him specifically dressed up as their character, the Beetlejuice, which is when they do like Beetlejuice voice. But and it's Beetlejuice, but it has Joe in there. It's the Beetlejuice. What about every image I'm finding of Joe? Absolutely covered in green. They're going to get chromed out. Why are they not wearing glasses? Put those back on! This is cursed! Put your glasses back on! Get those things out of here! Get those eyes behind bars! Put them back in prison! Okay, I've scrolled too far now. I'm just getting all of the shit from Stephen King's son. That's Joe Hill singular. I'm talking plural. Silly goofy guy. I forgot the buttons. Or not the buttons. Are they buttons? Yes, they are. I immediately doubted everything I'd ever said in my life. Everything is fixed. Nobody panic. Nobody panic! You can panic a little. But just a mild amount. Little panic as a treat. If you want. Have a good day, Vicky. Have a good life. There we go. Secret buttons. Weep. Red. Yes, we need the little white bits here. Your backgrounds in ArtFight is either white or a shade of green. Sometimes things just happen, I suppose. the world is full of wonder. And green or white. Let me just get this with a dark gray to start with here. Let me erase all of these little overlappy bits. I had a feeling there would be a couple. There were slightly more than I anticipated. Stop leaking next year's theme. White versus green. I might change this color a little bit. Might do a little bit of that. Red versus blue. If Rooster Teeth was pigs. Damn. Beautiful. There we go. Nice little greeny bit. By greeny bit, I mean tongue. How lovely. Being a silly little goofy. Being a silly little goofy. Should also get this bit of the pants. Weep. Come on, work with me here, Phil Bucket. There we are. How wonderful. Alright, now for this little hat. The beautiful little hat with the rat. Okay, green and black. Greeny. And that's... No, other way around. Other way around. Surprisingly, the song has not been ruined for me by Tumblr. There we go. Nice little hat moment. Quick little rat. Quick little rat tangent. Little rat diversion. The scene right before Asgore fighting the neutral run has been ruined though. Guess we can make this rat a little darker. Yeah, this is more rat color. Little pink little... What are these called on a rat? Hands? Paws? What are they? Does anybody know? Does anyone have any rat knowledge? The arcane rat knowledge. Spoken of in the ancient texts. You say hands? That makes sense to me, but I don't like... Scientific papers use both? Ah. Cowards. Mostly paws? Cowards! Let them have a hands! Well, whatever you say about them, raccoons definitely have hands, you know? Ever look at a raccoon's little hands? Those things got hands. One of the most handed animals. Hands when talking dexterity. Okay. Ah! The buttons! I will look at that in 1 second. Let me maybe feel. People pointed out that Asgore waters the flowers, but we never see a watering can, so people said Asgore is pissing on the flowers, and Delta and Toby specifically showed Asgore watering with a watering can and named the old Asgore watering sprite in Undertale not pissing. I feel like I vaguely heard that before, but I had forgotten that. That's hilarious. Flowey also finds it hilarious. Go Piss King. Well, I should use my brush that I already have turned up the stability for. I think this is a good stability moment. Okay. That's the button that I have that puts me back there. Oh, no, I is the button. One day I'll get a line that I'm happy with. Passable. Me when somebody asked me what my grades were. Beep, 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 beep. At least for the most part. Making an attack on a pony OC, brave for a man who's never drawn a pony before. Like a My Little Pony or like an actual horse? A My Little? Okay. Have you not drawn one? Wow! Huh. That's why I was like, surely you have to be talking about like a real horse. You have to have at some point. What the hell? I feel like everybody has to have drawn ponies. Everyone must draw a horse. You did a headshot of one of my guys once as a gag. Right, yeah, I think I remember that. Did you draw her high? Was that what you did? Or something like that? Saw my My Little Pony season art, I was like, man, I don't want to draw a damn horse again. That's so fair. That's so fair. That wasn't you? I feel like somebody did. One second, let me look at my little guy. I'm on the wrong account. By the wrong account, I mean I'm on one of the people of a character I have bookmarked. I'm like, that's not me. Oh yeah, you did my little TBH creature. It's like, technically you did little weird chat for the you did humanize Jolly Game. I think I might have been thinking about the fact that there was a weed joke in that one. I was like, there's something about weed. Little diamonds. Okay, then that one, and that one. This, that. There we go. Beautiful. Continuing here. We'll make this one blue, why not? We'll do it like that. Wheel. Ba-ba-ba. Beep bop. Well. I'm good at moving the camera around, and I know how to do it, and I do it often and well. Is the red the same as? Yes, it is. Okay, and we just take our big fill bucket tool. We do a lot of that. We do a lot of that. And we do a lot of that. Silly Goofy! Silly Goofy! Oh, I just looked at the time. What great timing. Oh, how lovely. I'll do the shading of this off stream and all. This is a great time to leave this here. Thank you all for joining. Had a great stream, and thank you again to Azrael. Azrael, whatever. It's, you know who you are. You there in the chat. Thank you again for the beautiful art that you've done. I will see you all. See you all having a good time. We're doing Deltarune again, Monday, Tuesday, and then continuing on ArtFight streams all Thursday, all this month, and I hope to see you all there, and I hope you all have a good time. I have social medias, you guys can see them if you want. Let's find somebody to raid, though. That's what's important right now. Find someone to raid. Let's see here. Let's see, is anybody that I follow doing anything similar to what I'm doing? Now, this isn't similar to what I'm doing, but I haven't seen, fuck, what's it called? 1 second. Shiteyanyo, that's it. I haven't seen Buttons' Shiteyanyo model yet. So if everybody wants to see the Shiteyanyo, you guys, yes, you can grab one of those raid messages if you want. First one there with the my emote if you're subscribed. Little cheese one if you're not. So that's one that you can use throughout Twitch. I hope you all have a good day. I hope you all have a good time with Buttons. Buttons is sniping people. And, yeah! that's it for me, I would say. I hope you all have a good time. Hope you all have a good day. Hope you all have a good week. Hope you all have a good life. Hope you all have a good time. Bye, everybody. Go raid. Bye, 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 bye. Hi, VOD watchers. Hope you're having a good day.